Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, who the word in is called God, and Yahweh Shai, who the word in is called Jesus Christ. All right, Brother Judah coming with a quick exhortation to the Spirit. A Shabbat Shalom, to people that observe it according to the Bible on the seventh day. Just going to go into a quick edification through the Spirit on the Sabbath day. What is the Sabbath day? What day do we keep it? And what it's really about. What can you do on that day? So it's gonna be quick edification through the Spirit. Just going right into it. So let's get it. Let's get Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 8. It says, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God." So just to even make it clear, the Lord said the Sabbath day is the seventh day of the week. No matter how you, basically, the 7 day. 6 days shall you keep, but the 7th day. So even if we don't say week, the 7th day is always going to be the Sabbath according to the Bible. Not adding or taking, just speaking directly of what it is in the Bible, right? No matter where you go, we had a prep day, which was that so-called, it was a preparation day before the Sabbath drew nigh, right? Even if you don't go off of the calendar, the Gregorian calendar, is some people go off the Enoch calendar, all these many different calendars, but nevertheless, it don't change the fact that God said that the 7th day is the Sabbath day, right? So according to, and that's why the Lord also said, in the land of the captivity they shall rehearse the righteous acts. So it's all a rehearsal. We trying to get it right, but it's better that a brother or sister try to keep that Sabbath versus not keeping it, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wait for the Lord to come back." Well, the Lord said that we was going to rehearse the righteous acts, right, of our forefathers, and that's just showing your love to the Most High God, right? Us trying to make that effort to keep his days that he ordained through the Spirit. Not saying how was Jesus, who the word he called Jesus Christ, it's the Sabbath. I mean, it's the Sabbath, so I don't got to keep it no more. Well, you don't want to just get bugged out. But nevertheless, the Lord said, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. That's plain. Now, you don't want to add or take from the word. The Lord literally said what he said, through the Spirit, right? So we know that that's the Sabbath day. Let's get another one. Just another witness on that. Right? The Lord said, out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses may every matter be established, right? Let's get Exodus 35 and verse number 1. It says, "And Moses gathered all the congregation of the children of Israel together and said unto them, These are the words which the Lord hath commanded, that ye should do them. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day, a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death." Now, obviously, we know that ordinance, Yahweh Shai, came in, for lack of better terms, was that sacrifice for that penalty of that, for breaking that, right? But nevertheless, the Lord, it still don't change the fact that God, the Most High God, through the mouth of Moses, said, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. It's plain upon tables when you read it. Some people bug out and kind of wing it, and make the scriptures fit to their narrative, man. But it's only one way that the Lord said it's going to be, right? 6 days shall you work, labor, and do all thy work, but that 7th day is, so even if we didn't have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or the day, if it was just 1 through 7, and then they have a day, no matter what, it'll still be that 7th day would be the the Sabbath day, right? And if that's the case, why would we even have a preparation day, right? Let's get that, I believe John chapter 19 and 42, I believe. Let's get this real quick, right? John, let's see, I got one here. John chapter 19, I believe, chapter 42. Verse 42. Come on. So it says, now this one, this what I want, I'll pray this, so I'm gonna get it. It says, John 19:42, "There lay they Jesus, therefore, because of the Jews' preparation day, for the scepter was nigh at hand." So the Lord said that we had a preparation day, right? Now, this was going into, because the law is you can't do no work, agree with no work on the Sabbath day. I was going to finish that out as well, but I was going to jump back to it. The Lord said, thou shalt not do any work on the Sabbath day. So work for hire, survive work, any of that, because you got 6 days to do it. Thus, for why on that 7th day would you break that if you got 6 days to do it? That's why we had a prep day. And obviously, you know, hey, the whole 6 days is your prep day for that 7th day, really, if you want to get technical. But nevertheless, you know, that's the Lord gave us a prep day. Let's get another witness on that prep day. Let's get Mark, I believe, chapter 15 and verse 42. Okay. So it says, it's like in Mark 15 and 42. And now when the even was come, because it was the preparation, that is the day before the Sabbath. So just to verify even more on that, why would we have a prep day? Why we had that prep day to prepare for that 7th day coming in, which was the Sabbath. Now, though it don't say it here, it just says the prep day before the Sabbath. But that's why you go precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So when you go back to the law, it says 6 days shall work be done, but that 7th day, right? You gotta keep it holy, right? It's a Sabbath of rest, right? So just a little, little bit, going a little bit into it, But let's go back to that in Exodus, right? Just going more on what the Sabbath day is, what we can do, real quick, nothing too deep, Lord willing. So let's go back to Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 9. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth and the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the 7th day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Right? That's why they understood that when they was trying to bury Yahweh, Jesus Christ, they wanted to make sure that they was fulfilling this commandment by not doing no work on that day. So that's why they said they tried to do it before the prep day drew nigh unto the Sabbath. So that's why they wanted to do that. So they were just following the law and the ordinances of not doing no work on that day. Now, some people may bug it and wing it and say, we in captivity. We got to provide for our families, this or that. But the Lord will give you a Monday through Friday or a Sunday through Sunday through damn Thursday job for you can have that Saturday off. But you gotta actually want that. Pray to the Most High. You may not get it right away, but you want to pray and ask for that, not just say, we in captivity. I'ma deal with it. The Lord know our heart spirit. Well, that's Christianity, Now, yes, we know it may take some time for the Lord to give you that. I'm not negating that fact, but you don't want to just be a fool and just quit and just, if that's something that you already had going, because you still gotta. The Lord said, "He that don't provide for his family is worse than an infidel." Right, roughly paraphrasing. Right, but nevertheless, we don't want to frustrate the grace, and just now we saying, I've been praying, Lord, and it's 10 years, and you still got the same, Lord willing, the Lord, make that happen for you. But nevertheless, that's where your faith come in. And, if you really want that to happen, or you're just saying it, but you really kind of like working on the Sabbath, man. So, but nevertheless, that's just one of the ordinances, not to go too deep. Right now, let's get another one. But like the Lord even said in Exodus 35 about kindling the fire. Exodus chapter 35 and verse number 3. Right now, we read 2 already about the ordinance was if you did work on that day, you'd be put to death. But with Yahweh coming, those penalties, those judgments are void, for lack of better words, right? But not all of them, but for the most part, most of them. Now we go into that on a different topic through the spirit of the day. But I want to get this in Exodus 35 and 3. It says, "Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day." So meaning, you can't kindle a fire. Now, some people get carnal. Well, when you take a shower and the water heats up, and some people, not carnal, but some people just be over righteous. The Lord said, "Be not righteous over much." Now, yeah, we know in this captivity, some brothers may get off that Friday late. Of course, I'm gonna take a shower, but nevertheless, I could control as far as the non-cooking. Had a wife or whoever cooked the food prepared, and rather even if it's hot food, You know, you may want to have a hot meal when you come off work, but you may get home after it get dark. Hey, the rib already got that nice and hot for you, you know, or whatever the case may be. But the Lord said, ye shall not kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day. So we try to rehearse that to the best of our ability, right? You know, brothers eat the cold cuts, the tuna. If you know, some people getting that salad thing, you know, what else? You know, many different cereal, yogurt. It's many options that we got. It's not even 24 hours if you really want to get technical. You know, it's 24 hours, but you sleep kind of 6, 7, 5 to 8 hours, you know, and, you know, it's not that long. Israel just try to make stuff grievous, man, you know, but it's not, you know, because the Lord said that, right, in the book of John, you know, 5 and 3, right, 1 John, Salaki, you know, but nevertheless, but yeah, so the Lord said we don't supposed to kindle a fire on the Sabbath day. You know, it's a holy convocation. That's what I was getting to through the Spirit. I think I passed that up, but let's get that again. Yeah, I mean, I read it, but Salakia, let's get it again. So, okay, I'll get it in. Let's get it in Leviticus. So, let's get Leviticus 23. Right now, this is going into the feast, but it's ultimately talking about what the Sabbath is as well, because the Sabbath is a holy convocation, meaning a gathering. Right, you're supposed to gather on that day. So I'm going to read Leviticus 23 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be a holy convocation, even though like these are my feasts. 6 days shall work be done, but this is the third witness, right? 3 witnesses to prove all things, right? 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. So, you know, it's a holy convocation, meaning we gather. So like you congregate, you gather, you be in mirth and joy with each other. You know, those who teach on the Sabbath go teach. You know, we know all people not teachers. Some may just watch videos at home or keep it with the family, teach and build the family up at home. It's no, you know, it's no sin in that. You know, we know everybody not meant to be teachers. Everybody got different lots, but nevertheless, you know, we want to keep that day a holy day. You know, so what I was gonna say, yeah, so we want to keep that day as a holy day. But that's technically what I want to kind of go into for the Sabbath through the Spirit. It's a holy convocation. You're not supposed to buy or sell as well, according to Nehemiah 10 and 31. You know, and according to Amos, I believe 8 and 5, where it said, when would the Sabbath day be over, so that we can buy, you know, wait, I'm paraphrasing. Let me get it real quick. So let me get it real quick, Lord willing. It said, when will the Sabbath day be gone and the new moon, so that we may, let me get it real quick, Amos. Got one hand, bear with me, so this is the book of Amos, chapter. So this is the book of Amos, chapter. So I can bear with me. Let me find this preset real quick. Okay, bear with me, Israel. If I can't find it, you know, it's through the Spirit. But I'm paraphrasing. He said, when will the new moon be gone, so that we may falsify the balance? Paraphrasing, right? In the Sabbath, man. But you know, if a brother or sister can find that, can they put in? They could probably put it in the bottom for me, Bobby Kashai. But I'm paraphrasing it. But I believe it's Amos, right? But nevertheless, you know, those are ordinances of the Sabbath day, right? You know, keep it holy on that 7th day. You know, no matter what calendar you follow, the Lord says that 7th day. You know, and we don't want to additate from the word, but it's about 2 or 3 witnesses for most matters. So yeah, today is the Sabbath day. We keeping it holy. We go out and teach those who do, you know. But we gonna endure all things. For let's say we see the time is speeding up rapidly, and that's let's all go hard for this truth in these last days, man. Make our call and election short. With that, shalom.